It's that show that you know and love. It's that show that you know and love. It's that show that you remix. It's that show that you know and love. It's that show that you know and love. It's that show that you know and love. It's Black and Educated with Jay. What's up? Hey guys, it is Jay London. I'm piecing in. How are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling? Let me know. Alright. I like that. Welcome to Black and Educated. My name is Jay London. I'm 23 years old. I'll talk about all the things that you don't want to talk about. If you have any crazy stories, any crazy cases, topics, social subjects, whatever you'd like, please let me know. Comment down below, or you can message me on any of my socials. Congratulations is in order. Alright. Big congratulations to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. This video was supposed to go up yesterday, but it was the inauguration. We got dressed up early. All the women in my family decided to wear pearl because Kamala Harris is in a sorority. She was in a sorority. And I didn't know about that. So if you guys knew about the pearl situation and women wear pearls for the inauguration, let me know down below. But y'all, history was made yesterday. A woman became vice president of the United States. Not only that, she's a minority woman. She's Jamaican and Asian. Okay, that is just glorious because my nieces, my daughters, whatever it is, can look at this and see that they can do whatever they want. They can be whatever they want. And on top of that, I feel like it's a progressive movement towards equality, towards, the USA being the melting pot that it's supposed to be. There's a man, Mr. Joe Biden, who is filled with dignity and respect, and a queen in office. And I could only hope for the best, and can only hope for positivity, and it can only go up from here, So congratulations, Kamala Harris. Congratulations, Joe Biden. And hopefully I get to meet y'all. That'll be cool. Y'all, quick warning, because I am going to be talking about Emmett Till today. If you guys aren't familiar with that case, it's some of the pictures are going to be graphic. And there's a lot of hatred due to racism that happened in this case. So if you guys don't want that, you guys don't want to be triggered with anything, go check out more of my episodes. Go grab a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, a shot of vodka, a glass of wine, whatever you want. I don't judge. I'm drinking coffee. Let's just dive into Emmett Till. He was 14 years old when he passed away, when he was brutally murdered due to racism. He is from the south side of Chicago. His mom raised him as a single mom. His dad was in the Air Force. He was overseas in Italy when his mom got a letter saying that he got killed due to misconduct, etc. We're going to dive into everything real quick, but I just want to do a quick rundown. So let's just dive into Miss Mammy Till, which is Emmett Till's mom. After his passing, she became a teacher and an activist and decided to spread to the whole world what had happened to Emmett. And she is the catalyst to a lot of civil rights movement, to Rosa Parks, to a lot of people wanting change. I'm saying, like, enough is enough. I've been doing research on Emmett Till for years now, but one thing that I still haven't gotten the concrete answer is I don't know if Mammy Till was in the Air Force or not. Some articles I've read says that she was in the Air Force and that she was doing logistics for them. She did graduate college, top of her class, etc. She was a beautiful, brilliant, smart woman. May she rest in peace. But I've always, never got the concrete answer into knowing if she was in the Air Force or if she wasn't. So she had to, unfortunately, raise Till alone because Louis Till, which is Emmett Till's father, was stationed in Italy. And about 2 months later of him being stationed in the military, Mammy Till received a letter saying that he was killed in the war in Italy due to misconduct, but it wasn't a lot of information. It wasn't until Emmett Till died that she kept investigating Louis Till's death and how it happened, and found out that he was basically put as an example in Italy for supposedly trying to assault a woman. This is back in the day, if you're a minority, you get accused for anything and you will be made an example. So that's what happened with him. If you guys would like more detail on that, I will definitely be putting a little story right down below so you can learn about Louis Till and Mammy Till. Emmett was a real joyous boy. He was real happy. He loved making people laugh. He loved helping his mom any way possible, from cooking to cleaning, because she had to provide the money. She had to work long hours. And Emmett was such an understanding and such a compassionate kid. it's super sad. It's really sad how everything went down. So what made Emmett Till go down to Money, Mississippi was in August 1955, Till's great uncle Moses Wright came up from Mississippi to visit the family in Chicago. Mr. Wright was planning to take Emmett's cousin down south to visit, and when Emmett found out, he begged to go down with them. What's crazy is that his mom, Mammy Till, had a road trip planned to Omaha and was trying to convince him to accompany her, but he convinced her to let him go with Uncle Wright to Mississippi, which, you know, I could only imagine how Mammy Till must have felt after learning what had happened to Emmett, because I bet you as a mom, she probably was like, yo, if I would have pushed harder, if I would have said, no, you're not going, you're going here. But at the same time, she knew that Emmett was a good kid and he never really experienced Mississippi, and he was going to go down with his cousins and Uncle Wright. So why not? Why not go see everything? Why not go explore everything? That breaks my heart. You know, I'm not a parent, but I can only imagine. And so before Emmett convinced his mom to let him go, Till's mom was like, you know what? Fine, you can go, but let me give you this ring. And this ring had the initials of LT on it, which is Louis Till, which was Emmett Till's father, who died in Italy, unfortunately. But she gave him that ring, and that was the ring that helped identify Emmett Till's body when they found him on the Tallahatchie River. So, y'all, quick warning, I'm about to go into the attack, how it happened. I will be posting some pictures on the green screen, so if you guys would like to skip forward about 2 minutes, you can. But yeah, here's your warning. That's my third cup. So 3 days after arriving in Money, Mississippi, Till and a group of teenagers, some say they were acquaintances, some say they were his cousins, they entered Brian's grocery and meat market to buy some things after picking cotton all day. What happened in the store truly will never be known, because unfortunately what had happened after to Emmett Till was horrid. He was accused of whistling, making lewd advances to Carolyn Bryant, which was a white woman, and she was also the wife of the husband of the owner of the store, of the Bryant Meat Market. Supposedly he whistled at her, etc. Y'all, I want you to remember these three people, all right? The first two are two men, Roy Bryant, which is the husband of Carolyn Bryant, which was the white woman in charge of the store at that moment. J.W. Milan, which is Roy Bryant's half-brother. And then Carolyn Bryant, which is the woman. This next part, y'all, is sad, and I could only... Oh, I got goosebumps. I could only imagine it in my head, and, you know, hopefully one day when I do get to produce this, I can give this scene justice, but it just breaks my heart. At 2:30 in the morning, they got to Uncle Wright's house, and they asked for Emmett Till, and the uncle was like, please don't take him, he's only 14, like he didn't do anything. And these two men were like, no, we're gonna take him. They took him, they beat him up, they dragged him, they put him in the back of a car, and they threw him, if you guys are from Mississippi, shout out, but they threw him in the Tallahatchie River. They gouged his eyes out, his face was so swollen. Everything was just, it breaks my heart. Like, I can remember vividly when I first saw this picture and I learned about this story. It was about like 6 years ago. But it's so sad to see those pictures. Yeah, so they did terrible things to Emmett, and this boy was only 14. Uncle Wright reported it to the authorities, and 3 days later, his body was found in the river beyond recognition. And they could only identify him by the ring that Mammy Till had given him that said LT on it. His mother came down from Chicago and held his funeral for 5 days. She had an open casket so people can see the injustice that happened. Y'all, these pictures are graphic, and here they are. The way that people saw this picture everywhere and civil rights movement started happening was Jet magazine, which was founded on November 1951 by John H. Johnson in Chicago, Illinois. Their focus was on African American culture, fashion, news, entertainment. They heard about Emmett Till. And this was in Chicago. Emmett Till and Mammy Till were from Chicago, so this hit them home. They decided to go to the funeral, which was for 5 days, and they took pictures and they put it on Jet magazine and dedicated a whole article to them in the cover. And these pictures were published everywhere. Everywhere. If you were African American, this touched you. If you were a minority, this touched you. If you were a parent, this touched you. They mutilated this boy. Then, I want to say it's the year 2003, Carolyn Bryant did an interview in which she recanted her story and said it didn't happen. When the authorities went to go find Roy and JW, they went to trial, which was an all-white trial, and they were smiling on the benches as if this was funny. They were saying such terrible things within the courtroom. And can you believe that the judge and the all-white jury said that they were innocent? Not guilty? When these motherfuckers said that they did this? And y'all, this was only 1955. 65 years ago? 66? There's so many trials nowadays that get the same treatment as E.T. did, with no justice, no warrant, no emotion toward what had happened. Congressman John Lewis, the late civil rights icon who was nearly beaten to death on the Edmund Pettus Bridge in 1965 while peacefully protesting for marching and voting rights, had said in the New York Times, "Emmett Till was my George Floyd. He was my Rayshard Brooks, Sandra Bland, and Breonna Taylor. He was 14 when he was killed, and I was only 15 years old at the time. I will never forget the moment when it became so clear that he could have been me." 4 months later, after that, Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat. And the snowball effect kept happening, and it kept happening, and so many people decided to say enough is enough. It's time for change. But y'all, check out this commercial if you guys want to get your taxes done. So guys, this tax season, a lot of people are scared to go out due to COVID. A lot of people are scared to go anywhere due to this pandemic. But let me give you guys at least one alleviation, one breath, okay? SAFETAX. My homegirl, LILY Burgos, is going to give you the hookup because they maximize their returns by making sure they beat out every other quote by any other company. SAFETAX is located at 4710 East Michigan Street. If you guys don't want to go into the office, you guys can download this taxpayer app. I'm going to have all the information right down below. Make sure you guys hit up LILY Burgos. All of her information is going to be down below, from Instagram to Facebook to phone number, whatever you need. But y'all, I will never stray y'all wrong, okay? Go get the hookup. If you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. 97.7% of y'all are not subscribed, but really enjoy my show, which I don't mind, but please, I would like a little subscription here or there, just saying. But y'all, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you see anyone going through a rough time right now, give them a fist pump because of COVID. Let them know everything's gonna be okay. And shit, everything is gonna be okay. I can only hope for it, you know? But y'all, I love you guys. Peace and out. Bye! I'm gonna finish this coffee that I done poured. Tastes so good. I don't know, black coffee just